It's like a pizza crunch without the batter. It's like the wood juice without the water. You'll never get the knickers off her. What a fucking chance! Premeditated batter. Premeditated batter. This episode is sponsored by MK Meal Prep. You hear my voice? Croaky as fuck, innit? It's a sesh for you, ladies and gentlemen. Brutal, man. How you doing? You's alright? I'm fucking no alright. Guess what? I end up fucking on it again. But I didn't take gear. Fucking feel it I've took gear, but I feel fucked. Throat's all fucked for trying to talk air cunts. But I'm still on the protein bars. I'm no fuck the diet. Fuck's sake, what diet? Where you going, mate? You alright? You're a fucking bastard, you. I think this microphone stand's been on it. You alright, mate? I'll be Patsy to pick you up. You fucking steaming bastard. So, it's been a while, man. What's been happening? I'll tell you what's been happening. I will tell you what's been happening. I'm trying to get this fucking bastard mic, man, out. I've got a shite mic stand. Is that it? I think we've got it. Gentlemen, we have lift off. Fuck's sake, some cunt's gonna fucking lift off when I give him an uppercut. But, aye, so how was your weekend? I had quite a fantastic one. I say it was fantastic. As soon as I get, see before, let's see if I get on at the weekend, get farting and all that, but that weekend ruined, life ruined. Fuck it all, fuck every cunt, including me. But that one there, I ended up, right, I'm going to take you back. I finished up working the Thursday morning. Because it was a night shift, wasn't I? Oh, you suckers were going to fucking your Thursdays. Starting off, it's Thursday, it's Friday Eve, get it fucking up. I was getting hit in my bed. But fucking sleeping patterns been fucked with that night shift. Any cunt else get that? Ooh, steak pie. Where was I? Night shift fucks you up, doesn't it? So fucking, man, I've been getting, what? Oh, I'm going to murder and massacre this fucking mic stand. Fucking prick you. Fuck's sake, you fucking dauber gobber, man. Just fucking. I think I just fucking put a muscle in my bicep, didn't I? I've got wanker's cramp in my fucking non-wanking hat. Fucking arm. See, that's already cars, man. I can't get the words out. But night shift. A fucking killer. I've been sleeping for a couple of hours at a time and that. But see, it's alright when you're working the night shift, right? Shouldn't talk with your mouth open, man. Alright. Shouldn't talk with your mouth open. Obviously, you should talk with your mouth open. It's annoying that, huh? I'm not going to take another bite for at least 5 minutes. But night shift, it fucking fucks me, man. I've been working till 4 in the morning, getting home about 4:30, sleeping for about 5. I've been waking up about 12. I'm one of the cunts, I can't sleep by like midday and that, man. I feel like a fucking pure wrong, you know, after it. I used to be able to do it years ago, but when I was younger, but nah, I don't know. So I got up at 12, man. And I went to Kinnock Boxing Club. Anybody been to it? Oh, it's in Cessnock. Really good, you should try it, man. It's grueling as fuck. Honest to God, man, some of the trainers deserve to get put in the jail. Because they're absolute sadists. I can do circuits, man. It's like they're trying to put you off coming back. But I suppose that's where it finds the strong people. It weeds them out. Almost like the Spartans did. But I went to that, some like bushwhacked myself out, cycled in the pissing rain, a pair of shorts. usual for me. So I was like, right, I'll fucking get a sleep. But I made the mistake last week. Or was it last week? It was the week before I had COVID, so 2 weeks ago. Fuck's sake, time flies, eh? And the police are flying by and they're putting me out of my screen. I thought, fuck you! But I done it 2 weeks ago. I came off a night shift, exact same thing. And I went to Kinnock and then I tried to go to sleep after Kinnock and I was fucked. I was like, this is 2 weeks ago I'm talking. In case anybody's lost here. I go off in tangents, but I always find my way back. I'm like a sat-nav. But I went to Kinnock that fateful night 2 weeks ago, and that was like, I get the absolute cunt punched at me, physically and mentally. Like, I was worn down. Oh, it was grueling. But it was amazing, felt dynamite after it. So, fucking didn't help, I went and got a Tony's Pizzeria after it. Had a Tony's in Giffnock, fucking deadly. Had a pizza and loaded fries. But you should really get the sriracha. Is it sriracha? Sriracha chicken wrap or some shit. Fuck knows it's called. You get the wraps out there, they're banging. It's basically, see the wrap, it's kind of like a calzone. See that kind of texture? Like spicy chicken. You get dough balls and that and all. You get like spicy chicken and cheese inside like dough and you put it in the oven and it's fucking it's tremendous. So probably not the best post-workout meal because I ate it and it was fucked. So I started him and one of the ones I was like, right. That what you see is if you just fucking wally to 10ml Valium, like the good gear, the goodies, like the actual right out the tray into your fucking mouth. That's what I felt like I'd done. So I was like, right, got in my bed, I'll sleep the night. Famous last words. I slept. That was 11 o'clock. I slept till 1. And that was me up to about 8. Brutal. See that way when you have like 2 hours sleep and you wake up and you're fucked and you're like, I'll just go back to sleep. But you don't get back to sleep. You just lie there fucked for hours. So maybe you get an hour of lying like that at pure cabbage, do I? Then you'll be like, fuck it. I'll look at my phone. And that's when you know it's game over. Because you're looking at your phone, it stimulates the brain. So that's basically waking you up. So you're like, but you're not wanting to move out your bed. I've not got a telly in my room, as I've previously discussed. See what I'm basically saying? I'm hinting I want a fucking telly in my room and I'm not want to pay for it. So one of you fucking poor cunts are going to give me it because I'm a freeloading bastard and I want to take advantage of people. I love my fans. I love you all. My fans. Sound a bit egotistical. I love the people that watch this. Fans and all that. I don't know. If that's where people want to class themselves, amazing. Don't let me stop you. I don't want to sound too big-headed to say my fans. But people that like my stuff, let's just say that. But so that was me, and I had the podcast with Morgan that day. One, so I was like, fucking hell. And see if I've not had enough sleep, man, I'm fucking can't function. As can most people. But I was up to about 8 and I was just lying about. Then I was in here. I came in here and recorded a podcast. In fact, I think I've already fucking told you this story. Well, want to know why I'm telling you this story? Because it was a fucking repeat it. That's why. See, I'm not repeating myself. Well, I'm not repeating myself, but it's like deja vu. Fuck, we're in the Matrix. You better watch. The agents are coming after you. Good on, if you're stoned, I fucking hope I didn't freak you out there. How did I know you were stoned? Aye. No, but seriously. So fucking Thursday there. Done the exact same thing. Went to Kinnock. Cycled there and back. So I'm like, right, this is adding to the tank. Or taking away from it, should I say. I cycled back and then it was the same thing. I went and got a nice hot bath. Candles and all that. That was beautiful. And I sat down on my wee spinny one-seater couch. It's pure comfy. I can just chill at that. And I put on that Kanye West documentary, Genius. And I was tuned into that. Then I started like, see that way. I was like, see that way. You don't even realise you're falling asleep until you realise you fell asleep. But I was like, oh, right, fucking, and I could not keep my eyes open. Could not keep them open. So I'm like, right, I'll get up and go to bed. So I turned the telly off, and I was looking at the time, and I was conscientious because it was like back at 11. So I was like, right, I don't want to jump the gun here, do what I done 2 weeks ago, go to bed too early. My body clock might not be right. So I fucked about till like the back of 12:01. I was playing the guitar and that, then fucking just dash it, reading my book. Tell a lie, I wasn't reading my book. I fucked about for what I was doing. And then I jumped into bed like, right, this is prime time. It was about 20 to 1 o'clock. So I tried to read my book. I was reading The Disaster Artist. I see that fucking film, The Room. You've seen the thing with James Franco and Seth Rogen and that, innit? It's like taking the piss out the mad cunt. He's like a mad Romanian fucking French cunt. And it makes a mad fucking weird film. The book is class. I just finished it today. I tried to read that, and I couldn't even read it. Could not for the life of me. I was like, so I'm like, result, bedtime. So I went to sleep. Woke up an hour later. And that was me up. Fuck's sake. It was fucking murder. But it wasn't as bad this time. I was only up to 5, 6 in the morning. But every night since then, and that was what get into the Friday. Every night, even like fucking last night to like this morning, fucking waking up. Last night I was fucked. I was ending up going into Saturday. Done the same thing Friday night, getting into Saturday. Woke up at a fucking stupid o'clock. Saturday then, end up on it. Mad waiting to Saturday night. I was smoking green and everything, man. Bad mistake. But that was fucked. Eating pizzas and pakora and all that shit, drinking. So I was fucking knackered. About 1 in the morning, I went to sleep and woke up about 3. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I ended up falling asleep maybe about 6ish, 4, 5, 6, fuck knows. Fuck knows, but aye. And the same thing happened this morning, man. Last night I went to sleep about back at 11. So like, I was working at 8 o'clock this morning. And I woke up at fucking midnight, I think fucking back at 12, 1 o'clock. And that was me up till at 4. And sleeping and woke back up at 6. I was fucked, man. It's fucking murder. I can't make hiding a fucking hair of that, you know that? Well, I'm kicking about fucked all day. And I go to sleep and my body just won't sleep. I don't get it. So that's why I've overloaded in carbs today. Because if I do not go to sleep, I will put myself to sleep. Am I kicking the boys away for getting fucking sleepers off some cunt, you know that? Honest to Christ. Like I say, last time I took them I was in the jail, man. It's bad, it's a fucking pain in the arse. I realise sleep's important for you, man. See if you get a good night's sleep, you feel fucking smashing the next day. I think that's what that was, that saying, it goes, the best day you ever had started the night before. Or something like that. You understand what I'm saying. I'm just trying to be philosophical, ain't I? That'd be too clever for my own good. But aye, as I say, it was an eventful weekend. Went to the wrestling on Friday. Ravy Show, Community Pro Wrestling. Who all went. In fact, I know a couple of yous went because I fucking met yous, you wee mad bastards. The young team of Govan was a fucking pleasure meeting yous. And the older team and all. Amazing. What a turnout was yourself. It was an amazing show. Smashed it out of the park. I'm buzzing for the next one. Could keep asking me when I'm going to wrestle. Do you imagine me being a wrestler? Kicking about in a pair of pants. And what is it about? Is it like a job description for a wrestler? You need to be baldy with a big beard. Is it? Because it seems to be a fucking type anyway, because it was near enough every second cunt I've seen look like that. I know I'm a fat greedy bastard, but see, to be honest, I'm sitting in my own house. I mean, you gotta take that away from me. I give fuck, I wouldn't even fucking say yeah, because you wouldn't even look at the balls. But, Saturday I went to see Jackass I couldn't see the new Jackass. Fucking wild if you have. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's fucking funny as fuck. I've got a good few ideas off it. But they cunts are mad bastards. See, with Jackass, like back in the day, or obviously like when they were kind of starting off, they were all fucking full of every drug under the sun. You name it, these cunts smoked it, or snorted it, or fucking stuck it up their arse. But now they're all kind of like clean and sober and get grey hair and that, and they're still doing mad shit. It's like, that's just like a fucking different level of nuts, innit? Fucking mad bastards. But I went up the town and we're like, it was because Cineworld was doing like the tickets of like £3 a ticket in Cineworld Saturday, that one there. We went and got a couple of tickets to Jackass. And like that, right? The only screening we could get was at like 3:20 up at Cineworld up in Renfrew Street in the town. I was like, right, we'll make a date, we'll go up before it starts and get a munch in that somewhere. And rookie error, didn't realise the fucking rugby was on. As if that's a fucking thing you check. Or I wonder if the rugby's on. Who gives a fuck about the rugby? You big hairy overgrown bastards. Rugby's pish. You fucking posh snobby schoolboy bastards. Fuck's sake. Fucking place everywhere was chalky because of the rugby. What? There's many wankers in the town. I know the town's full of wankers on a good day, but fucking 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. Fucking hell, it must have broke some sort of record. Rugby wanker record. But anyway, we stoated about all the town. Tried to go to Bucks Bar, tried to go to Block and all that. It was all fucking stowed. So we basically what we done is we done like a probably the metaverse version of being on Just Eat. So you're on Just Eat, you're just scrolling. Shite, nah, it doesn't deliver. Nah, fuck that. And you get close and you go, nah, fuck that. That's what we're doing. Except rather sitting in the comfort of our own home, just scrolling. We were walking about the town to place to place. It was kind of old school. But I certainly don't miss it. Thank fuck for technology. But I eventually settled on German doner kebab. Just like you do in Just Eat. But honestly, because I took a microdose before it as well. I ended up fucking taking a microdose of mushies. Don't ask me why. Cunts were doing it and I ended up just following the crowd like a fanny. But that kind of started hitting us when I was kicking about trying to find this munch. I was like, what the fuck? And it was quite strong. So we went to German doner kebab. And it was fucking shocking. They made an arse of the order. And then they would go to it was fucking freezing. It's a fucking cold kebab. I wanted a cold kebab. I went to fucking kebabish and get it half price. It was like 16 quid. A fucking scandal. The place wasn't even that busy. What the fuck he's doing? Huh? How's a kebab cold? I go into any takeaway, you'll never get a cold kebab. Have you ever had a cold kebab? Well, I actually walked into a shop and they've given you it and it's been cold. Might have had a stinking kebab or a rotten kebab or a fucking, I don't know, a dirty toenail kebab, but nah, I've never fucking, very seldom do you get a cold one. But a cold one we go. And a cold one we get. But we ended up stopping into the pictures and obviously with the microdose, it was kind of felt like taking a fucking eckie. So I was like, I need to get a pint to kind of level myself out. So we went to Cineworld and there's a wee bar on the first floor. So bounced up there. It was quite nice. It's a nice wee bit. That's Cineworld. If you've been in, it's got the escalators and that. You go on the first floor, it's got a wee bar and that. It does Moretti on draft. And you can take the pint into the pictures with you, which is alright. But I got a pint in there, then headed into the pictures and watched the Jackass. Bumped into a few boys in the way in that recognised us. And we're praying that Ravy Davy was with me. I'm sorry your prayers didn't get answered, boys. So I'm sorry God didn't bless you with me. So that wasn't enough. Nah. No, but it was nice to meet you. But I went and watched Jackass. It was brilliant. Definitely recommend it. But I ended up stoning about the tune after it. Got a wee pint here and there. Then went to fucking Kelvin Bridge at the West End and that. But shite. Went to that old schoolhouse and fucking guess what? It was full of rugby wankers. But I managed to steal a nice pint tumbler out it, which was a bonus, so I got a nice pint tumbler. But after that, we headed back to Govan, then just came back up mine, and we watched the Josh Taylor fight. What do you make of that then, What's your verdicts? Obviously, if you've not watched the fight, spoiler alert, pause this, go and watch it, then resume your viewing pleasure. But I obviously won. A lot of people think he didn't win, or didn't deserve to win. Some people thought that Catterall won it. Watching the fight, I would say it was hard push to give him it, but I'm glad he won, because it's good the Scots have got a bit of corruption on their side at least. But when I say corruption, right, I was watching a Scottish fucking 5-belt champion fighting in Glasgow whilst listening to English commentators, English analysts, English trainers, English everywhere. Did not see one Scottish cunt apart from Josh Taylor. And obviously the boys fighting undercard, but there was no Scottish commentators. It was biased as fuck. Honest to God, man, I need a straw for that Catterall's arse, man. And it's like, go back, and I'm going to go back and watch the fight without the commentary and see what difference it makes. And if I notice a difference, I'll fucking tell you. But I'm seeing a lot of people saying that. And that's the thing as well. Cunts are up in arms about this decision. People are going berserk. They're almost acting as if it's the first time it's ever happened. See, people weren't going like this when the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder draw happened. Or with Triple G and Canelo. Or with Campbell happened. You might say, it's because, we could have won the 5 belts and have Josh Taylor and this and that. Or is it because he's fucking a Scotsman, beat an Englishman, and he's a fucking all sorts of bias on his side? I'm not saying that's the case, but is it possible that's why there's so much salt rubbed in the wound? It just seems like his nationalistic pride is just too severe beating, and people can't take it. But he's going to need to take it, because that's what's happening. Unless, if the British Boxing Board of Control decide to overturn, which they're not going to, overturn it and award them the belts, that's a precedent that's never happened before. So if they do it now, it'll be causing an uproar. But I'm glad to get the victory. It's good to see a Scottish boy actually making it a fucking 5-belt world champion. He doesn't get the recognition he deserves. You say to people Josh Taylor, people don't have a clue who he is. Why is that? It's ridiculous. He should be a celebrity in Scotland at least. Hardly anyone knows him. But it's also a coincidence he's quite anti-vax, quite anti-lockdown. Is that a coincidence? Fuck knows. I don't know. I only assume. But I'll let you make the assumptions yourself. Fucking forgot to mention, by the way, it's fucking nearly World War III yet, innit? What the fuck is all that shit about? It's like, cunts like us, see cunts like me and you that's watching this, we're just regular cunts. We're no bad cunts. We just do anything. We just go and do whatever we need to do to provide for ourselves and the people we love. Obviously, if we get anything over above, we like to get the more luxurious things. But that's all life's about. It's enjoying making moments for us and the people around us. But there's just somewhere above in our class of people. There's people that set themselves a few classes above. And I don't know whether they've probably got the same motivations as us. But the difference between these people, and I'm not saying everybody that's like in an upper class thinks like this, but I'd say a majority. They're wanting to provide for themselves and their loved ones, maybe want to leave a legacy. But the difference is, they don't care who they need to trample her to get that. They don't care how many people need to go. They just don't give a fuck, because deep down, they know no matter how dire a situation may get, or how bad it may be, them and their loved ones are more than likely, if not guaranteed, to never suffer the way that we would suffer. That never happens. Let's see, like we talk about wars. When have you ever heard of a politician dying in a war? Well, as a direct result of war, I'm not saying dying during the war for fucking a heart attack or something, but or a politician or their family. You ever heard it? Near that. It probably never happened. You probably need to trace it back to like fucking Genghis Khan. And even at that, I doubt that cunt was on the fucking front line. And it's like, oh yeah, I'd go, oh, who's going to make the decisions then? I don't know, some cunt fucking capable. Because these cunts, aren't they? What a bunch of fucking dumb shits that rule the world, honestly. And it's like, it's clear that the people in power, they're not the ones that run the world. Like, and I'm not getting conspiracy theory here, but because it's fucking glaringly obvious. It's a fucking circus politics. It truly is. Like, if you look at it, like the Tory party, it's so... They're funded by like Russian oligarchs, and they're basically an oligarch. I googled this, so I've got the right answer. Because you see the word oligarch, and you're like, what the fuck is an oligarch? It's like a Russian oligarch's this. It fucking sounds like a Pokemon character. Fucking oligarch. Some cunt out of Harry Potter. And the oligarch is basically a fucking vastly rich person who has political influence. So like a Russian oligarch will be someone that's very rich and have influence in the politics in Russia. So these cunts massively like fund like the Tory party. And it's insane, but like it's a fucking weird right, imagine these cunts were drug dealers, right? We all know drug dealers. I don't know a politician personally. I know a shitload of drug dealers, and I know yous do too. A few of yous do. I'm not what I assume who your friends are or that, but here's a wee analogy for somebody that might be able to relate to it. Imagine you're a drug dealer, right? And the guy that was giving you, see you're punting gear. The guy that's giving you the gear, right? He's sorting you out. But you're going about and you're basically making him money. But you're going out bad mouthing him to every cunt and making out like, he's a fucking prick. Nah, I don't want nothing to do with him. He's like, we'll all fucking turn against this cunt. But you're actually grabbing off him. It's a weird thing, innit? It would never happen. But that's almost like kind of similar to what happens in politics. And it's weird. It's just a strange... It's so fucking cloak and dagger. It's crazy. But aye. Now Putin's invading, blowing up fucking Ukraine to fuck. I don't know. I read about that Ukrainian president. You see he's jumping about in his camouflage fucking gear like that. Oh, I'm walking about with the army. I don't believe that for a fucking second. That shite house is never doing that. He's doing that for a photo, then he's backing his wee fucking tank up and he's heading back to a fucking bunker and he's hiding. That's what he's saying. I'll give anybody that wants a gun, come and get it. Aye, so you can fucking run and hide behind him? He's fucking peace. I seen somewhere they were saying that fucking this guy, I forgot his fucking name. Insert name here, Ukrainian president. Apparently he's a pure bastard. I should have fucking fact checked this shit. But I heard they fucking like censored all the media in the country and imprisoned like the leader of his opposition. Some fucking kind of Nazi Hitler shit, but I could be wrong. I should have googled this before, but I've not got a producer here, so I'm doing it on my fucking cell. I'm in my house in my shorts and my flip-flops. But aye, it's still, end of the day, see, no matter what fucking conflict him and Putin have, it's neither of them that's getting it. It's like me, imagine I'm arguing with my neighbour across the landing, so I run down the stair and kick the door in, fucking of 1-1, and smash the house up, because I'm arguing with him across the landing. That's kind of what it's like. The guy across the landing doesn't get anything done to him, he's just getting it made clear to them that I've got beef with him, just saying, we've got to get a drink. But aye, it's crazy. Where's it going to lead? Fuck knows. I haven't got a fucking clue. I feel like I'm living that song, I know. No cunt's got a fucking clue. I'm included in that. I'm included in being clueless. But aye, it's fucking insane. But wait, I hate to get all political in this, but I'm just going to say what's in my mind because I've not fucking sat in front of this camera and spoke in about a week. But it's fucking... Like Palestine and all these poor countries, they're getting blown to smithereens every fucking week. They can't give us a shite. And I'm not saying we shouldn't care about Ukraine or Palestine, we should care, but it's like fucking... Look, put it this way, the situation's that bad that the papers have fucking forgot about COVID. And we let that sink in. Know what I mean? Fuck. But hopefully it can get resolved because judging by the world leaders' decisions up until this point, I would not put it past them to fucking just hit the red fucking button and blows out of fuck. It's weird, but innit? It's like a minority. I think there's 6, 7, 8 billion people in the world. If this world was going to end due to nuclear war, that decision would come down to a handful of those people in this world. But it will affect us all. That's fucking insane, innit? What a bunch of fucking dickheads. Honestly, that's my view on it. But anyway, hopefully World War 3 doesn't fucking happen, that's what I'm saying. And if it does, I've got a dick that needs sucked. And I can't get a signal in my house, so if fucking 4 or 5G can't get in my house, I'm sure nuclear radiation can. So any healthy birds, you're welcome. You're more than welcome. I've got protein bars, I've got Volvic, I've got a hard fucking cock, I've got everything you need to survive nuclear fallout. We'll no fallout. We'll fall in. But aye, obviously there's been a bit of a hold up with the podcast and I can only apologise for that. I try and keep it as consistent as I can because it needs to be consistent. I understand that there's a lot of people that will enjoy watching my stuff and I truly appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I fucking love it. Everybody that comes up to me says I watch your podcast. I can't thank you enough. I'm glad you love it. And I'm glad cunts fucking like listen to me. I'm glad. But don't take everything I say as fucking gospel. I say everything I say to me is gospel. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I'm not lying Andy. I'm not deceiving Andy. But I'm not saying I'm 1,000,000%, 100% right every single time I say something. And to be honest, you should never take what somebody says as the God's honest truth. Obviously, trust people. But if you're unsure, or if it's if they're talking about some kind of fact or something, just cross-reference it, double-check it. And if it's right, then there you go. If it's wrong, fuck it, people are wrong. But aye, the podcast, I've fucking recorded 2. I've got one with Mog, Scottish rapper Mog, a legendary in the scene. And I've also got one with Shogun. Recorded, absolute belter. We went down to his house in the Borders. We do it, man, it's fucking brilliant. Sat on his couch, clapped his dog. We chatted and chatted some more. But it was class. But right now, this is the thing. I've spoken about this in previous podcasts. I've been at the point where I'm fucking ready to get a hair transplant. Because I've been tearing the fucking hair out my head with this fucking podcast. And it's not so much the podcast, it's the fucking editing it. See, I know how to edit the podcast. I use Adobe Premiere. And that's meant to be like the pinnacle of editing. Like fucking cunts make films with this shit and all that. But by God, the thing isn't half a piece of fucking garbage. It's fucking... end of it. What doesn't know about this won't understand what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. It's basically... See, if I was to edit the same podcast, if I was to take one podcast and edit it 10 times, I would get 10 different problems. I would solve each problem and encounter another one. It's just never-ending problems. And it's just at this point, you're like, what the idea here? Because it just sets you back and holds you back. And then once you figure out how to work it, you think, right, that's me. I know how to work this. I know what to do here. I've learned. The computer unlearns you. It just goes up. Well, you need to learn some more, mate. it's a weird thing, and it's not just the laptop I've got, it's a refurbished MacBook. I've refurbished, for people that might not know, it's basically, it's like a used MacBook, but they've basically redone all the insides and all that shit, basically. So somebody's owned it before me, but it's meant to be done up. Fuck no, it's meant to be fucking tarted up anyway, but aye, it's slower than a week in the jail. It's fucked. It's fucking, honestly God, man. I tried to edit the Shogun podcast and it fucking restarted like 4 times. It actually restarted whilst restarting. That's how fucked this thing is. Aye, it's double gubbed, so to speak. But aye, so in the middle of editing the Mog podcast, I was hoping to get out of that weekend there, but it's fucking trial after trial. And I'm at the point, I'm at my wit's end with it. Because I don't want to get up in the podcast, but I'm sitting fucking... Where's the let up? Because this has been going on a year and a half I've been doing this podcast, say like November 2020. I can't really count how many times there's been plain sailing. This is the single most challenging thing I've ever done in my life. And I want to pursue it, and I enjoy talking to people. I really love it. I do, man. I didn't realise how much I love talking to people till I actually done this podcast. It's like a drug, like a release. All the things I'm saying to you, all the things I'm saying to the camera, and I've said in my previous podcast, especially see the ones I'm sitting like this. See the stuff I've said? That's a lot of the stuff I've had in my head for a fucking few years. That I say to myself at night and all that, and fucking I talk and I imagine as if I'm talking to a fucking psychiatrist or something. This is my therapy. But it's testing me. It really is. And I'm at the point, I don't know, because it would be good to send it to somebody to edit and that, but cunts are wanting to get the fucking checkbook out and all that, and I'm like, I don't make any money off this. I've not made a penny off this podcast. I've put in a fortune, and I'm going to continue to put in a fortune. It's just, and I'm happy, I'm not complaining, because I don't date for the money, but if you've no money coming in, it's pretty difficult to pay somebody. Because I could pay it out of my own pocket, but if I'm wanting to do one every week, it's going to be quite costly. And that's still taking into account like upgrading the equipment, fucking whatever else. Because far as I'm concerned now, I record it all. I record the vote of the audio, I record the visual. I can do all that, I've got my intro. I just need some cunt to put the jigsaw together. And obviously I'd be happy to pay somebody, but it's one of the ones, it's like fucking, I fucking can't afford too much. It's got to be a weekly thing. But aye, if you know Andy, or if you know, even get in touch, even if it's maybe doesn't fancy, if you might just know something that I don't, or you know where you could point me in a direction, holler at me, man. I'm going to leave, you'll see it in the bio every time, I've got all my social media links, my handles and that. I've got to leave my email address, got to start leaving that there now so people want to email me, kind of shit like that. Just need dick pics, please. I've seen enough dick pics in my life. I mean, I could fucking probably start an OnlyFans with the amount of dick pics I've got and no show mine once. There's a dark past, the premeditated part. But the future's bright. Hopefully. But aye, for the likes of this kind of podcast, this would be quite easy to edit. Because it's just me talking, I don't need to fuck about. No, hey, see when you're using 2 cameras, you do a thing called multi-camera source sequence. And basically what I do is I get the 2 cameras. So that's just me and the guests here. And I'll play the podcast. And I'll just press 1, 2, 1, 2. And that'll switch camera and edit it as it goes along. So I can just, it simplifies it so much. So that's what's been the hold up. It's just that. And plus as well with the Adobe going fucking, oh, this track isn't compatible with this and that. It's fucking horse shit. AI exists. Like AI is upon us. Because I've got a computer that's written the piss right out me. And it's by no means an accident. There's going to be an accident. But an intentional accident. This has got to be some iRobot Will Smith shit. On the contrary, by the way, if you ever need a book to read Will Smith's book. Tyrion Boyd, he came up and he was the first person that spoke to me about it. Get it. It was like £8 at Asda. Get it. Could not recommend it any better. He's a wise man. He talks about like obviously his life and all that, how he started off and that, but it's full of wisdom. It's full of wisdom. A lot of inspiration to be taken from that book. That's the kind of shit you need in your life. Read a book, man. See if you're one of the people that can't really read and don't get the time patient. See when you've got your bed at night, man. See just before you go to sleep. 20 pages a night. 20 pages. It's fuck all. And it adds up. And see your vocabulary and all that shit. See if you write rhymes or if you write raps or if you write music. If you do anything that involves writing words, read 20 pages a night. It's almost like exercising your mind. And see, it's like, because I write wee raps and rhymes and that. I've actually got a fucking few wee rap tunes coming out. I've got a few tunes coming out. This is a fucking great year for my music. So if you like my music, or even if you don't like my music, you fucking like it, because I've got some belters coming. But I've dipped my toe in the rapping in this year. So I've got a wee freestyle coming out with Up to Standard. That's coming out in June and the 10th. That's the first time me rapping there a rap beat. So, how did I do? We'll find out. But I've also got an Up to Standard live. That's coming out next month. That's coming out in March. That's just me playing a guitar, playing a wee tune I wrote in the jail. I'm in the studio right now recording a song for the Glasgow Barons. It's the first piece of music I've ever been commissioned for. Been paid money. Get paid money to write this tune. Getting a music video directed and that. And I'll be performing in the Fairfield Club on the 18th of March. Performing this song. Maybe a few others. Who knows? But I've got a few fingers and a few pies, man. So I keep your eyes peeled. But in the meantime, any editors of that? Anybody? Any fucking suggestions? Any advice, any tips, any pointers? Fucking anything. Anything that could help me keep this podcast going. I'm all ears. But 20 pages of a book a night. Trust me. Do it for a month. Even see when you're doing a shite, don't take your phone with you. Take your book, 20 pages. Leave the fucking book in the toilet. Then you'll need to fucking read it. Give your eyes a break for your phone. Trust me, it'd be the best thing ever do. But on that subject, I'm needing a shite and I need a new book to read. So I'll do both, then I'll get my shopping. But thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, see you very, very soon. Adios, amigos.